let's get it going. Okay. Okay, great. So let me try this out. I'd rather have a Motorola phone because, like I said, I already know that number of the technical support team. They also have, I think they also have one over here on Best Buy, if I'm not mistaken. I think they have that. Oh yeah, man. But I started seeing big black spots everywhere. Like I said, I thought it was, I was gonna say Walmart. I was at the Brandon ER, and I thought it was a big roach that was coming towards me. I stepped on it, and it wasn't that. It was one of them Doctor Strange roaches. He started going like this with his right antenna, and he opened up a portal to another dimension. Just went right through. And then I picked up my leg to see what kind of roach it was. And the doctor who was with me, he just looked and like, this guy's crazy over here. He's seeing things. But that fall was tremendous, though, man. That fall was really bad. Got vertigo, get dizzy, seeing spots, seeing what else? Seeing like streaks. I saw just about all the colors of the. As a matter of fact, if I would have seen one more color, because I saw like lilac, saw pink, yellow, green was a big one, but I was seeing there streaks of green and stuff. If I would have seen one more color, I could have been poster boy for the Pride Parade. I laugh about it now, but it wasn't funny when it was happening, man. I would laugh about it now, but it was not funny back then, man. You know, and the and these doctors here, man. Now the specialist, the VAI specialist, right? He checked my retinal area. He looked down my optic nerve. I didn't even know they could do that. I never had that done before, as far as I know. I've never had a doctor look into my optic nerve, which is the connection between my eyeball and the brain, not able to capture media. This is totally crazy. Why is this? Why isn't it able to capture media? Maybe there's something wrong with the storage. Let me just check and make sure that there's nothing wrong with the storage on this here before I continue. What's the story with the storage? What's the story, Wishbone? Where's the files at? Files? Files? Videos? 16 gig? Oh, maybe that's it. Storage internal is 30 gigabyte free. Yeah, the card looks like it's 16 gigabyte free. The card and the internal storage got 30 gigabytes. So why can't it? Huh? Look at that. That's kind of weird. Well, hope. Oh, taking a freaking video. I don't want to take a video. Shh. These cameras are not cooperating, man. What can I say? Nothing is working right today. Nothing. Nothing is working right, man. Let me just go take a. This is just Satan distracting me from my goal, and my goal today is to witness to somebody. So I'm just gonna read this, and I'm out of here. Okay, because this way you can see what's going on, and then I'm gonna get out of here because it's only 5:30. Figure it'll take me like half an hour to take a shower, to get out of here by 6 o'clock. That's good because there'll be people coming in at 6 o'clock from work or whatever. Um, so anyway, I'm so weak I can't get into or out of the bathtub safely. Yet the VA does not want to send an occupational therapist here to evaluate me. Oh no, I have to go over there. Think about that. I have to go. Getting dressed for me is hard. I have to get dressed. I have to go down 18 steps plus the curb. Get in with a stranger driving the car. Okay. I have to go from here to 42nd Street, which is like maybe what, like half hour, 45 minutes or something like that. It's a long drive from here. Then I have to keep on walking because I don't have a wheelchair. All I got is a walker. Okay. If I had a wheelchair, it'd be better. I don't got a wheelchair right now. They want to give me a motorized wheelchair. They already authorized that, but I don't have a place to plug it in. What am I talking? I don't have a pot to piss in or windows to throw it out of. Okay, let alone having a place to charge a motorized wheelchair. But yet the VA wants me to go over there to be evaluated at the physical therapy clinic. This is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. I'll tell you. And then and I understand why veterans uh, 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 commit suicide at a higher rate than the average population. I understand it perfectly. You know, and as you keep on hearing this, you're gonna understand too. Because a lesser man would have checked out or take some people with him. A lesser man. Now me, I don't believe in suicide. I think that's against my religion. And other than self defense, I would never take somebody else's life. You know. I mean, now my mind is different. Now if somebody come walking in through that door looking to give me harm, they're gonna be in a world of trouble. Look at this here, just to show you. Look at what I got around my neck. Look, you know what this is here. Look, you know what this is. You see this little spray thing here, and I keep those rubber bands there because it seems like the nozzle moves. So I put that rubber band there so that this way the nozzle can't move. I would have to physically take that rubber band out of there before I could use the pepper spray. I got two stun guns, two, not one. I got one that's one the darts that you shoot out. That's to give them like a long. That's to give them like a long-term uh, warning. And then the other one is like a bat. It's a flashlight bat kind of thing. It's also a taser. So that one I might hurt him by hitting him with it because it's pretty hard, or knock him out with the taser. That's where I'm at right now. So, but yet the VA says I have to go to be evaluated, right? And the bathroom issue, they can't come over here to evaluate me. I have to go over there and be evaluated over there. I can't get physical therapy here. I have to go over there to be evaluated to see if I qualify to get physical therapy here. This is so stupid. This is so very stupid. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Why don't they at least send somebody here to evaluate me here? Why do I have to go? Seeing that I get dizzy. Okay, I get dizzy. All right. I get vertigo, which is even worse than getting dizzy. You know. I mean, well, at least the vertigo, I know where it comes from, and eventually I could do some exercises to keep it down. You know. But the dizziness, I don't know where it comes from. The doctor, the eye specialist, thinks he knows where it's coming from. You know. But he didn't tell me this is where it's coming. He said, I think it's because you had the fault. You know, that's what he said. Why should I lie? Why should I lie between me, you, and God? You know, I'm not making things up. Why you think I'm getting lawyers to look into this? Because if these people are gonna be, sending around some illegal aliens to be blowing the leaves and stuff and blowing the twigs out of the parking area, at least they should pick up those little twigs. At least they should pick up those leaves, not blow it into the bushes, and then the wind and the rain that's coming afterwards knocks those leaves and those twigs off of the bushes, and then they get into the place where I have to step on them, and I fall down, and I crack my head like a coconut hitting the ground from falling off the top of the from falling off the top of a coconut tree, you know, and I mean, ever since then, man, like I said, I've been having all this stuff, man, happening. But anyway, VA says no, 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 no. We can't send a person to evaluate you, occupational therapy, to help you get in to find a way to teach you how to get in and out of the bathtub with your situation safely, you know, or we're not gonna give you physical therapy in the house. We need for you to go over there get evaluated for physical therapy. So look at the reasoning here. I have to go over there to get evaluated so that they could tell me that I shouldn't be going out to get physical to get physical therapy in their clinic. Now, does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? It don't make sense to me. I mean, I expect. It's just absolutely nuts. I can see why people get mad. You know, people get angry, and then stuff happens, and then they say, "Man, that guy was so tranquil. What happened to him? He was a nice old guy. He used to hang out like that right there in the breezeway, you know. And he used to talk. He was so nice, and he just snapped. He just snapped, and the first thing all that stuff happened at the VA hospital. All that stuff happened at the clinic, you know. But he looked so nice too. He was such a happy guy. He was funny too. And he was able to sing. I mean, maybe he wasn't like Tito Rodriguez, or, Johnny Mathis or something like that. But he could he'd be like a good background singer. So anyway, uh, this is crazy. I live on the second floor, which is a big no-no according to my neurologist. I tell these people who are in charge of HUD VASH they're supposed to find a place for me. They have never called me up, and they've never come over here to visit me. Never. And I was homeless for a little while. I was sleeping. I was sleeping in the van. You know. And the guy who was supposed to come here, he never came. Never came. Never called. Nothing. Never. I stayed outside. I stayed outside in the tremendous heat, sweating like a pig, so sweating like a turkey the day before Thanksgiving. You know. You would think he would have had the courtesy of calling me up. Hey, I can't make it today. I'll get in touch with you. I'll go visit you another day. But no. He treated me like the piece of dirt he thought I was. Like I don't even deserve a call. You know, just stay out there all day. He never even told me what time he was gonna come. I'm just gonna be there when I get there. Like that song. I'll see you when I get there. I see you when I get there, baby. So I think it was Lou Rawls who did that, right? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. But anyway, but yet the VA treats me like I'm a freaking terrorist. When I go to the VA hospital, I have to go to the police department over there, the office, knock on the door, tell them Victor Perez is in the building. Now here I am with the walker. Okay, anybody who could walk faster than the zombies in The Walking Dead, anybody who could do that, they can get away from me. If they're if they're like that zombie that was in the well, like that they tried to pull him out and he ended up leaving half his body in the well, and they only dragged like the top part of him outside. Other than that guy, maybe that guy I can outwalk him, outrun him. What the heck was that? He can outrun him. I could barely outwalk, a zombie, barely, and that's only for a short distance. You know, they've okayed a motorized wheelchair, but I don't have a place to plug it in to charge it up. I don't have a stable environment here. I don't have a place to plug it in to charge it up, so they're not gonna give me the motorized wheelchair without a place to charge up and a stable place to live at. And none of them was happening right now. Like I said, I don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw them out. Right. So, but yet, I mean, even though they said that I should be using a wheelchair, a motorized wheelchair too, but yet this doctor and this lady, they don't want me to be evaluated for these situations here in my house. They want me to go to their clinics, and the one that's at 42nd Street, at least there, the door is very close to to where a car would leave you. But the VA clinic over here in Riverview, you gotta be kidding me. They made an entrance there that would, it's like crazy, man. Why you gonna make such a big entrance for a freaking clinic? You're gonna have people in there who are gonna be walking like we're like Jerry's kids. Look at us, we're walking. Look at us, we're talking. We who never walked or talked before. That's the way we're gonna be going in there. They can't make a regular entrance. No, they gotta make a big entrance, big. What the heck is it? Who was the stupid architect who made that? And who was the even dumber person who actually said it was a good idea to have it like that? That makes absolutely no sense in my mind. No. For a clinic, a VA, a veterans clinic, I mean, that's so stupid. That's very stupid, man. But that's par for the course for the VA. That's par for the course. You know why? Because these people, they don't have any competition. It's not like HCA Brandon and St. Joseph's and Advent that are in competition with each other. See? But VA, they have no competition. And when you don't have competition, just look at the education in this country. Huh? Why do you think the education is so bad over here? Why? I mean, we were doing good. I mean, people were sending their kids over here to be educated. And now with all this DEI and all this other stupidness that you had in all these places, it used to be these places were so good. The MIT, the Harvard, the Ivy League schools, all this stuff. Heck, when I was in college and in the early '80s, even I wanted to go to UCLA. UCLA, think of that. Me, such a conservative person going to California. That's like that's like leaving that's like leaving Shaka Zulu in remember Shaka Zulu? Shaka Zulu. Man, them people in Puerto Rico they would Shaka Zulu, man. Shaka Zulu. I remember that. Leaving Shaka Zulu in a place with all whiteys. I don't know, Scandinavia or one of these places that everybody's like ultra lily white. And okay, so I live on the second floor. The neurologist doesn't like it, but I'm being flagged like a terrorist. Like I said, whenever I go to a VA hospital, I have to knock on there and tell them Victor Perez is over here. Victor. Sort of like when Elvis was around. When Elvis was alive, he would go and he always used to have a person who used to go around knocking on the doors. When Elvis was leaving, they would say, "Elvis has left the building." Like, like who cares, man? All right, he left. So what, man? Are we supposed to genuflect here, kneel down, and bow our heads in reference or something? Jeez. And the whole thing, in my eyes, it was the VA's fault. They had this clown over there. Should I say his name? It's not like if he could sue me, he ain't gonna get nothing. He could sue. All these people could sue. The doctors over here at the Riverview Clinic, they could sue. This clown over here, who is I don't know if I should name his name. Let me think about it. Okay? Because you never know. I mean, maybe I might find like that dream I had where a guy gave me the winning lottery ticket. That might happen. You never know. And then him suing me will mean that he can actually get some money out of it. So maybe I'll just chill out on that. Okay. Let me just think about this whole situation here before I start naming names. How do they say? Uh, kicking people in the behind and taking down names, or the other way around, taking names. I don't know. Anyway, uh, yeah. So this crazy guy, I guess the power went to his head. Here I was at the VA hospital, just recovering from the double stroke I had, you know. And I like to say the first stroke hit where my brain was already dead because of all the drugs I did in the 70s and 80s. So that part is already dead. Nothing happened to it. Nothing, I didn't even feel it, you know. And then the next one that came afterwards, that was the one that I felt. That was the one I felt dizzy. I thought I was gonna fall down. I came to the room, and by the evening, I knew I had to go to the doctor because it just wasn't right. And by the time I got over there, it was like too late. I should have I should have went, but I didn't even know the how do you say, the symptoms of it. I didn't know I was having a stroke. You need a brain to be able to know that you're having a stroke. Just ask Joe Biden. He had he had two aneurysms. I hear two brain aneurysms. Okay, which I think is like bleeding in the brain, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really understand it. I forgot all my medical terms. I forgot when I was a doctor in the Amazon. I forgot all my medical terms and everything. I used to be smart. I used to be somebody. And if you read that article about me performing a triple brain transplant in the jungles of the Amazon, don't I'm just saying I cannot comment on ongoing investigations. And that triple brain transplant between a chimp, a pig, and a man. You know, the man got the chimp brain, and the chimp got the pig brain, and the man's brain got put in the pig. Did I say it right? I think so, something like that. I don't know. I mean, my brain is kind of like I'm spinning around, man, because I get these emails from these people, man. And it just I can't understand the stupidity and the lack of logic. I mean, just how stupid do you have to be to work at a VA? I mean, do they give you a test? Do they give people tests and then they take the bottom ones instead of? No, I'm sorry, you're too smart to work for us. We need somebody who has absolutely no ambition, ain't going nowhere, can't go nowhere. That's the people we want. We don't want nobody who's got any not an ounce of common sense. You know, we want people who are gonna treat people like a piece of garbage. We don't want nobody who's gonna treat people good. We want ex bill collectors here. That's what we want. We don't want no real people who got bad manners. You know, we don't want no real nurses. We want the worst nurse. We want the nurse that just barely got in there. You know, we want the doctor that he couldn't get a job anywhere else. You know, all right. He couldn't get a job performing abortions in a black neighborhood. He couldn't or in a Puerto Rican neighborhood. He couldn't get a job there being an abortion doctor. And that's gotta be like the lowest you got as far as doctors are concerned. Is there anything lower? I guess not, man. Because I mean, if you're a urologist, okay, you got kind of a weird job there, and stopping people or whatever. They'll come over here. Oh, I can't crap now for like 16 days or something. You know what? I don't know. But hey, at least I'll tell you what. I bet them people get paid. I bet you they get banded. That's how my friend used to say it when people had a lot of money. I guess they would put their money in rubber bands. They got it banded, or what was the other one? Got flush. Got flush. Let me know. Tell me what are the new terms now for having a lot of money. Okay, me, I like to just say that he's not gonna be able to qualify for food stamps for for a long time. He's not gonna be able to. No, he's not qualifying for food stamps. That you just can't get it. You know, Just like that song. You're never gonna get it. Not this time. And you're never gonna get it. No, no, no. You're never gonna get it. But there you go, get it. So anyway, let me go over here. Let me finish this thing here. So this guy, right, a driving therapist, he tells me that I need to get his permission before I drive. Think about that. I need to get his permission. His permit. I need to get his permission, or the doctor has to sign off before I drive. Okay. So I said, well, if that's the case, I said, let me not drive. I'll take Uber everywhere. Take Uber, Lyft until I don't have any more money. You know. And going from Brandon to where that VA hospital is, it's like $30 something every trip. Yeah, easily, and probably now with bad inflation, probably even more, because everything's changed now in the last 2 years since that happened. Everything has gone up in price. Yeah, yeah. I mean, right now I heard there was a drug dealer that we were talking, and he was telling me about how high the prices are going. He said it's messing up his business, because he has to be increasing the prices because the price keep on going up on him. So he went to he bought some. He had a guaranteed price with a supplier. He's got to do it like that, just like these farmers do. You know, how does they call it? Futures. I forget. I forgot all these things, man. When I used to do all these things when I was studying to do like variable annuities and stuff and variable life insurance. You got to study all these things, and I've seen all these good movies like Margin Call and all these other ones, and that talk so like give you an insight into a whole nother world of finance, and but hey, this is crazy. So anyway, this guy here, he tells me that I need to have his permission before I could drive. Think of that. So I made a video and it's on there because I don't trust these people. I don't trust these people ever since the pandemic, ever since Fauci. I got Fauci. That's probably why I'm in the situation that I'm in now. Okay, because all this clot shot and I got Fauci, you know. I mean, look at what these people did, putting infected COVID patients in nursing homes. It's Cuomo. And he's not even in jail. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand how he can have 15,000, 20,000 bodies that he killed, and he's walking around free. Huh? And then they have the nerve to call Trump a Hitler. And Fauci, who he had the gain of function, whatever that means. I guess he was making it more contagious and making it more powerful. You know, it was like Steve Austin, the $6 million man. We can make him better. We can make him stronger. We can make him faster. We can make him see things that are further away. We can make him hear things that other people cannot hear. You know, we can do it all because we are NASA. He was an astronaut. And he had the accident. And they rebuilt him. They rebuilt his legs. They gave him an arm, bionic. And that thing is coming true now. Actually, I'm looking to see if I can get a arm, to help me out. It's supposed to be like a motorized arm to help out with my arm, my arm problems here. And now they also have another thing that's like electrical stimulation that's supposed to help out with moving the arm, and they also have one for the leg. So I'm gonna see about that too. And of course, there's a doctor here that has a unclot shot. For $6,000, he can give you a shot of some arthritis medication, and it's supposed to reverse the effects of a stroke. Reverse. Now think of that. And it's very interesting if you look at 60 Minutes Australia. I think it is that they made a special on that because I guess Australia they have a lot of stroke patients over there. I think it's because they be eating the kangaroos over there. They're like, they're like Wuhan, eating the bats, having the bat soup, having bat wings instead of regular buffalo wings. They got bat wings. Bat wings. What kind of sauce you want? You want honey barbecue sauce with with that bat wing, with that bat soup? You want it's like a freaking rat with wings. Who the heck would eat that thing? Well, I guess people would eat anything. Look at these Haitians coming over here eating people's dogs and cats. Yeah, and somebody's gonna die of that. One of these Haitians are gonna get killed. You know that, right? Because some of these people they treat their pets better than they would their kids. You know that, right? I mean, I knew a lady that she wouldn't go with me. I asked her to go out with me on a date. She she let me sleep in her house, you know, but she don't want to go on a date with me. She can't go because she says that her dog, might get anxiety. So I told her, I said, get the dog. I said, if the dog has anxiety, get him a psychiatrist. Maybe they could bark through the problems, or a psychologist, a dog psychologist. Maybe they could bark at each other until they get to the root cause of his anxiety. And this way maybe they can get some. Maybe they both can get some. Maybe she can get her life, and the dog can get some rest. Because he's maybe they got some. What is that medication that they wanted to give me? Duloxetine, is it? Dulox. Let me Google it. I think it's called duloxetine. Let me see what it is. I'll tell you right now. Duloxetine. 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 Let me see if this is right. Duloxetine is a medication used to manage major depressive disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, see? Fibromyalgia, diabetic peripheral neuropathy, and chronic musculoskeletal pain. Hey, maybe I should take that thing, right? That sounds pretty good, right? But what are the side effects on that mother? Let me see what the side effects are. Probably you be seeing dead people on this thing here. Let me see. What is duloxetine mainly used for? Is it a narcotic? Of course, it's a narcotic. Cause weight gain. That's what, I really don't need weight gain. I really don't. Actually, it says modest weight gain. That's not good. Not good. I got weight problems. I don't need no drug to help me. What are the side effects though? Let me see. Uses and side effects. Here goes where we get the good part of. We'll get back to the letter in a second. Let me see what this is here. Duloxetine treats depression, anxiety, fibromyalgia. We already talked about this. Let me see if I can find out what is the okay. It increases the amount of serotonin and no. Oh man, this thing again. This thing is out. This video is going out. Like, which is this video? Oh, I think this is. Is this the new song or this is the old? I don't know if this is the new song. I don't know if this is the. I don't know if that's the Motorola phone that's giving me keeps on turning off here. That's messed up, man. Those are the ones that I usually. Those are the ones that I usually. Yep, that's one of the Motorola phones that I usually depend on these Motorola phones a lot more than this new one that I got here. That's a piece of garbage. I mean, next time I'm gonna buy a real good Motorola phone with a lot of storage and stuff. Actually, let me check this out and let me see what the storage is on this one. I think I checked the storage out on the other one. Let me see what this one says. Where's the files? Oh no, I think I checked this one already. Storage, the internal storage has 30 gigabyte free, and the external storage has 16 gigabyte free. I think this is the one I checked before, so this is okay, man. Uh-huh. Well, it looks like the storage is okay, man. Let me sing a song because if I sing a song, then maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to put my get my altitude in another get my attitude into another altitude. How does that sound? Let me see if I could sing let me see if I could sing a song here. Uh no, I'm not gonna sing one of those Israel Horton songs because that guy gets too much into the vocals, you know. Oh, no, that's just too much, man. Hey, how about this one? There's a new one that I'm trying to write. It's called Usame. Use me, Lord. Huh? Usame, 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 oh Senor, Usame. Saname, 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 oh Senor. This thing I'm getting like sentimental on this thing here. So if I start crying, it's okay if you cry, it's okay, man. You know, it really is. You know, it just shows that emotionally you're at a place that you need those tears to take away the bad feeling. You know, you need those tears to get away from all the depressing thoughts that you're getting. You know, and all these people that are giving you stress. You know, and you know they would be happier if you were dead. You know, they really would. This way, they don't have to spend money on you. The VA would be very happy. You know, if I was to just pass. You know, this way they don't have to be looking for a place for me. HUD-VASH, they wouldn't have to be looking for a place for me. You know, maybe I should go. Maybe I should just live right on the right on the street corner of where the HUD-VASH people are at. The St. Vincent de Paul. Maybe I should live. Maybe I should stay right there on that sidewalk. You know, just hang, get one of those survival kits and just sleep right there. You know, just to see. You know what will happen. You know, if I start sleeping right there on the sidewalk, right there, right where their offices are at. Huh? Yeah, because I mean, how long have I been hitting them? I mean, this was like a little bit after I got out, so it's gonna be a little bit more than 2 years. You know, these people haven't visited me. Like I said, you know, the other guy said he was gonna visit me. He never did visit me. Never even called me up or nothing. And then when I called up, he said he was gonna do it again. He said, "Okay, I'll go. I'm gonna go over there and visit you." And I said, "That's what you said last time. You expect me to be? You expect me to wait on you again?" You know? And he said, "Oh no, you don't want me to visit you." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm just calling you up because I want to just waste my time. You know, I got nothing better to do, so I may as well just call you up." If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, so very fine. I got a webinar coming up in about an hour or so I don't know. I gotta make sure that I put the alarm. And when you become an international drug dealer like me, you can get 3 cell phones too. You know, you can. What is this? This thing is not charging up. How come it's not charging up? I thought it was charging up. Why isn't it charging up? Maybe it's not plugged in. No, it's not plugged in. It's not plugged in, but we're gonna plug it in now because I can plug it into my computer here, into my pewter. I can plug it into the pewter. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Let me see if I can get. Let me see if I can put the timer in. Put an alarm here. Put it for 6:55, I guess. Well, you know what? 6:40, so that this way I get enough time to go to the bathroom, maybe comb my hair, maybe shave because I gotta do it like a online thing, you know. Some people wanna they wanna hire me to do a TEDx talk because they say that I'm able to, talk and debate and I'm pretty funny. I don't know. I consider myself a pretty funny person. For the debating stuff, I don't know, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's the story here. Okay, so if I start to cry, so what? So what? I'd rather cry than hold it in and do a Robin Williams to myself. Uh, what's better? What's better that I cry and let it all out? Or should I take the route that one of the funniest guys I ever heard of in my life was Robin Williams. That guy had wit. He had he had tremendous wit, and he was very good on the impromptu. The improvisational skills that he had was incredible. I would have liked to have hung out with him. Me in the room with him, John Panette, Jonathan Winters, Johnny Carson was pretty funny. I mean, anybody who could be in his position as long as he did, with all these comedians and everybody else coming, you gotta be pretty quick. You gotta be pretty good on your mind. I mean, if you see some of these old Johnny Carson shows that he had, he was able to do a lot there. I mean, I respect a person like that who has a lot of wit and able to leap tall buildings in a single bound and stuff like that. That's very impressive in my book. Not with your ability to curse. That doesn't impress me. Any stupid person can do that. Any person who lacks intelligence can do that. You know. But anyway, this way we know. Use me, Lord. Use me, Lord. Use me, Lord. Use me, Lord. Renuévame. Renuévame. Renuévame, oh Señor, renuévame. Úsame, úsame. Sáname, 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 oh Señor. Heal me, Lord. Heal me, Lord. Heal me, Lord. But if you don't, I'll praise you anyway. Sáname, oh Señor. Pero si no, te alabaré, oh Señor. See, I know I'm going to get healed. I know it's going to happen. It might not happen on this earth. Might not, it's going to happen, though. It would be nice if it happens here on this earth. It would be nice if I get $6,000 and try that shot that this arthritis shot that this guy has that they put at the base of your skull on it, and he allows it to get into into the area that was killed by the stroke. Well, not killed, I guess, incapacitated temporarily. Because if he's able to bring it back, obviously it wasn't dead. Because if it was dead, it don't coming back from dead. You know, I mean, unless if you're like that movie that I've seen like 100 times already, After Death. I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, I understand that. But I'm kind of embarrassed to say how many times I've seen that movie. As a matter of fact, I even went. I was gonna have a meet with this woman. I'm seeing her online. She's very beautiful. Incredibly beautiful. And so, I just wanted to go over there, maybe have some coffee, just to meet her. Crack a couple of jokes. Because I'm sure I would have found something to joke on because I have that gift. And then I could have just left. Just whatever, take her back to her house and leave it at that. But I was so impressed by this movie, and I've seen it so many times. Guess where I told her? Guess where I took her for a meeting? Guess where I took her to go see After Death. I guess that says a lot. When you are willing to take a woman at a first meeting. I mean, I saw her in video chat. Usually, that's the way the progression goes, right? You text, you call up, you video chat, and then you go and you meet her. And this is usually I mean, if it works out, usually it's like pretty quick process. Unless if they're a scammer, then they don't even want to talk to you. They just want to chat with you forever. Hoping that they'll find some way to get some money out of you or something. So every time I talk with somebody online, I just ask them if they want a video chat. I go straight to the video chat because why waste my time? I don't got time to be wasting no more. I don't. Now if she says yeah, we could video chat, then fine. At least I know that that's a real person. So with video chat, and I'll see her. But any excuse, any oh well, I can't do it because I'm at this special facility here, and we're not allowed to do any kind of video chats here, or any kind of telephone conversations can't be going on here. The only place that I know that you can't have a telephone conversation is driving for Uber and Lyft. They make that perfectly clear in their in their how do you say, in the rules. They say that you're not supposed to be talking to people on the phone, like that crazy guy that I made the video of. That I asked for a pickup from the Lowe's over here on Providence and Lumpson, and I wanted to go to the. I wanted to make two stops. I wanted to go to the Dunkin' Donuts. What a surprise! And that's my addiction. That's one of my addictions between that and filet mignon. Okay, that's my newest addiction. The filet mignon, and I'm not gonna get into that wagyu steak. I ain't paying over $100. I saw one today on Walmart.com. It was $331 for a pound. For $331, you know how much food I could buy? We spent a little bit over that. Well, actually, we spent more the day that the whole thing came down with the pandemic. I think we spent like $500. Heck, I had $300 on me, and we spent that just buying stuff, just buying toilet paper and all kind of weird stuff, and buy all the Lysol. Didn't we go crazy? This place look this apartment looked like it was a storage room. It looked like it was a Family Dollar or Dollar Tree or something. That's exactly what it looked like, man. It was like everywhere you looked, there was toilet paper, all kind of stuff like that, man. What is it with us and toilet paper, man? We just have to have the good toilet. You have to have the Charmin. I want to be happy like that bear. I mean, he just took a crap. I usually don't come out happy out of a toilet. When I well, actually, I will come out happy because since I've been hitting that since before. It's been months now since I haven't seen a pain doctor. But before I used to get real bad constipation. I know that's a good thing. I hope you're not eating right now. But how about that visual? Of me on the bowl pushing. Sound like a kung fu movie. You know, or cat being attacked. Stop barking. You know, stop sounding like a what Flipper, the Flipper the dolphin. After a while, you start making all kind of wild noises. But these songs they're coming out of me now. These this is what's coming in my heart. Use me, Lord, heal me. Sanctify me. And when you pray like that, and when you pray, God, take me to where you need me most. When you pray like that from inside your heart, from the deepest part of you, every cell in your body is crying out for that. Okay? When you pray like that, watch it. Look at where it's taking me. I kept on praying like that. I've been praying like this for a little while now because I first helped out establishing a Pentecostal Church of God international movement over here, and I started praying like that. I started praying, God, use me, and I started singing that song, "Use Me, Usame," and I started singing that, and it's been a couple of years. And finally, I'm seeing that God is doing a lot of things to get me to that position, to get me where I can be used by Him. Yeah, no doubt, man. Because but you don't know what's gonna happen. Because God sees what we don't see. I mean, He sees the haughty eyes. Did I say that right? The haughty eyes, the prideful eyes. He sees. He hears the lies we tell ourselves, the lies we tell others. He'll cut right through everything, show you exactly what's inside you, and when you see it, you're not gonna like it. Not if you're a real Christian, you know, because sometimes we think we all that and a bag of chips and a strawberry now or later and a yoo-hoo. No, not the strawberry one. All right, the regular chocolate one. Okay, but you pray like that. Don't be surprised when all of a sudden you be like Victor, getting to the point where you're gonna be dependent on God for everything, and you're gonna realize that everything that's happening around you is because the enemy wants to distract you from your true calling. He wants to distract you from the place where if you get into that particular area, you'll be unstoppable. Unstoppable. Because that's the place where you have your greatest gift. The Bible says your gift will go before you, and you come in front of kings. It was certainly true in Paul's life, right? Who did he meet just before he was executed? He met the most powerful man in that part of Europe, who was Caesar. And what I hear, he was the craziest Caesar of them all. You know, was what Tiberius or Nero. Nero was probably the worst, right? He was the one that was crucified people all the way up to the entrance to Rome. You know, and the Bible says that Caesar took out all the Jews out of Rome, exiled them or whatever, expelled them. You know, I don't know if it was Tiberius. I think it was Tiberius. I want to say Tiberius was the Caesar during the time that Paul was there. I'm not too sure. It doesn't really. The Bible doesn't say that. That's probably something for the historians, but they probably know exactly. They know a little bit more than me, just a little bit. Now. I mean, I can't even remember. I can't even remember. I can't remember how do you say how to talk. I can't remember how to talk anymore. Oh man, I mean, this is a crazy life we got, man. And these people at the VA are not making it any easier. You know, I mean, this is nuts. You know, it's absolutely nuts. What's going on with the VA? I don't know, man. You know, I go and I send a letter to this lady. I say I gotta be seen by the dermatologist because I have a painful skin tag in my back. Right now, I got it. Right now, I'm kind of like laying down on a quilt over here, kind of halfway, so it doesn't really hurt me too much. So anyway, they want me to take a picture. They want me to take a picture of my back, okay, and hopefully I can luck out and get the skin tag. And I don't know. I guess I'd have to really multiply it, magnify it, and be able to do it. How am I gonna? I don't even know. Maybe I guess I could put it on a 10-second timer. Get one of these stands, one of these camera stands, and put the camera in there. Put it low, right where it's hurting me, and then spin around and hope that I can capture the right spot. Cause I don't got no friends here. Or maybe go out to the hall and stop a woman. Could you come in here for a second? I gotta shake. You want me to go where? You want me to go into your house and you're gonna take off your shirt? You're gonna stay. You're gonna stay in shorts. You sure the shorts are gonna stay on? You want to do what with the camera? You want me to take a picture of what? Your back. You crazy Puerto Rican. Oh man. You know she wants a picture of what's going on. I can't take a picture of the other place because that's a little bit to the front and lower. And she's not gonna appreciate. Believe me, there'll be cops over here, and they'll be sending helicopters over here. You know, we know you're in there. You said you can't. You said you can't leave. Come out with your hands up. Just come out in front of the. come, come walking out the front door. We're waiting for you there. We'll help you get down. We're gonna we're gonna help you get down those stairs real fast. You know, real fast. You know. We gotta help you because you're not gonna be able to use any of your hands on the rails going down them 18 steps and one curve. Okay, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you. You want to help? Yeah, we're gonna help. Yeah, no, I mean, these freaking people at the VA, man. It's, I gotta laugh because if not, I'd cry and I'd get upset and I'd do something that I really don't want to do. You know, you never want to piss off somebody who was in the UDT SEALs. You know. Is that a good idea? Is that a good idea? You want to piss off somebody who was in the SEALs? But actually, I tried out for the SEALs, and I couldn't do the physical part of it. I probably wouldn't have been able to do the mental part of it either. But the physical part was. I mean, I was a pretty good swimmer, and you had to swim like 1,500 yards and I forget how much time. Now they dumb it down. Now it's at like 500 or something, 500 meters or whatever. I don't know. They dumb everything down. And then you had to run. What was it? A mile and a half. Do 60 push-ups in 60 seconds. They had a whole list of things that you had to do. But the swimming got me. I think I just barely after I just barely missed on the swimming part. You know because I mean, I was in pretty good shape. We used to do a lot of physical activity when we lived in the 179th Street and Belmont Avenue in the Bronx. We were a pretty active group, you know, and and then I spent how long without smoking or doing drugs in the boot camp at 17-year-old. I was a young chicken. I was a young rooster. If I would have stayed in and do my 30, I would have been 47 years old, getting 3/4 of my check and having a place to stay. Now that would have been sweet. That would have been sweet, you know. But when you're young and stupid, you do young and stupid things, you know, and you don't think of the future. You do a lot of stupid things, but God could even use those mistakes. You know, yes, He can. Yes, He will use that mistake, and other people will benefit from it. You know, because now I can relate to those people that can't hold a job. I can relate to those rebellious people. I can relate to people that don't like authority. I can relate to people who are hurt, who are physically hurt, who are emotionally been hurt. All right, who get mad, who get angry. Those are my people. Those are my people. Yeah, the ones who get depression, the ones who feel down, the ones who get anxiety. Those are my brothers. Those are my. Again, this thing went out. This is crazy. This one here is doing okay. It's at 1 hour and 5 minutes, and I know we went a lot further than that. I mean, I've had to start this one up like 2 times, I guess. But this one here is totally messing up now. Totally messing up. Maybe I should take this one out and try to put maybe the new one in there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like to have just one cell phone recording because you're depending on these things. These things they might have been made by the VA hospital. The they might have been made by the VA. Okay, Victor, we hear you in there. We hear you making fun of the VA. Come on with your hands up. Uh-oh, got 3 minutes. Got 3 minutes, and then we have to give up. Actually, a little bit more, I guess. I can give up, and because I need to, I have a thing that I have to go to, and I need to be able to have some time to prepare before I get online with them. What is this? Yeah, I don't have any other cameras. Some of these I have downloaded like some HD camera things. So some of them are let's see, video just for a little while because man, this is like way too close. Let me see if I can put it a little bit further away. Close it up. Close it up now. That's not too good, but better than nothing, I guess. At least it's recording, you know. I don't want to have to do this again. But that one that Motorola one is doing pretty good at 1 hour and 8 minutes and still going strong. This one here it's a Motorola too, and it's been turning off a lot lately. I don't know, and it has storage, so I don't know what the issue is. Maybe I need to download another camera on this one. And this is my new one. Oh, the lights were going out there. I thought maybe I was having a out of body experience there. I was like, going to. We need to go to this guy. It all got dark. Oh, infinite darkness. That was from my kids. They wanted to play. They were really young. They wanted to play the Disney game, and the Disney game had a part in there where I guess the bad guy he was the infinite darkness, you know, the bad guy. And that's nothing. That's not. I said, I'm not gonna have that in my house. They used to like pray to the infinite darkness, man. What's up with that? I don't want to be praying to no infinite darkness. One of the few times me and my ex-wife actually agreed on something. Because I told her, I gave her the interpretation of what that was in Spanish. She said, "¿Qué? No, like oh, infinite darkness." And I said, "What?" I said, "What are you guys doing here?" No, that's the video game. Oh, no, that's not the video game because that game is going right out of here right away. It ain't gonna hang out here no more. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that, man. So anyway, um, so where was I? Okay. So this driving therapist, he tells me I can't drive without his permission. I need his permission to drive. It has to be either him or the neurologist. One of the doctors who were in charge. Most likely, the neurologist was calling the shots. And I have the whole thing recorded. I have made a video of it because, like I said, I don't trust that driving therapist. I don't trust anybody. I've been Fauci. Dr. Fauci. Ever since Dr. Fauci, I don't trust anybody in the medical profession. You know, uh-uh. Can't trust anybody. I mean, look right now with before it used to be the FBI was like primo stuff as far as law enforcement is concerned. And look at how they treated Trump, man. And before, you always thought that the prosecutor's office was like, you see like episodes of Law and Order. I always just like Stephen Hill when he did the job of the district attorney. Stephen Hill. That guy was a pretty good actor. I saw him in some of his early stuff too. I liked him, but he was great with that show, man. I think it was very hard to get somebody who was better than him. Maybe this guy, Senator Thompson, was it? I think that was his name, right? So I forget the guy. Well, you know who I'm talking about. He's a politician and stuff, and turned actor. He did pretty good at that. He had that country accent, but yet he was the district attorney for New York. Like, really, man? I don't think I've ever heard of somebody with a southern accent being the district attorney in New York. I mean, don't they always goof on New York, saying like that commercial where they have the salsa is from New York, New York City. You know what they New York City. The taco commercial or whatever. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I put it on there. We were next to a clinic for mental health. That once you go, it's like a roach motel. Once you go in, you ain't coming out. So anyway, I get over there, and that's where the car is parked, which is one mistake right there, man. Why are you gonna park there? I mean, to do a driving test. No, that's not good. And then they had like a metal part. It looked like it was just like crazy glued onto the steering wheel. Just a little round part right on the steering wheel. It was like it looked like it didn't belong there because it was like chrome. It was like chromed out, and then you had a regular steering wheel. A regular whatever, dark colored like foam, whatever, type steering, not foam, but like the rubbery material that's very hard, because I guess it's metal inside with like that hard plastic foamy kind of feeling thing on the outside, you know. So it had that there, and I just asked him. I said, "What is that for?" No, don't touch that. And I said, "But what is this for?" No, don't touch it. And I said, "Why are you getting so excited for?" I just want to know what that's for. It looked like it was for. It looked like it was a horn. All he had to do was just tell me nice and calmly. All you have to do is say, "Yeah, that's a horn," and don't blow the horn because we're right next to the mental ward, and it might get them people excited. That's all he tried to tell me. I understand. I understand mental issues. I just went through 2 months being in the hospital and being mad at everybody and everything because I had a double stroke, and they wanted to send me home in a wheelchair. And thank God that I went to a chapel that was there in a VA hospital and just looked inside. Just looked inside. Didn't even go in all the way. And God lifted me up from that. I was able to walk around for the first time. And that's a very long haul there. It's actually the whole length of the cafeteria that's there on the second floor. And from then on, I started walking around. And then the doctor said, "Okay, since seeing, so you can build strength. I'll give you 2 more weeks." She was gonna send me home in a wheelchair. I thought that was gonna be my new normal, being in a wheelchair. Having to do everything from the wheelchair, just transferring from the wheelchair to the toilet, from the toilet back to the wheelchair, going from the wheelchair to whatever apparatus they wanted me to do work on. And that was going to be my new normal. But God, I just wanted to see what the chapel looked like, you know. But God gave me strength that day, you know. Even the therapist said, I never seen anything like it. You know, I mean, we got to the place in that hall that there was no rail for me to hold on to because I was holding on to the rail with one hand and I was holding his arms. I was holding his hand with the other hand. So I had my right hand on the rail and my left hand was holding his as we were walking on the hall. There's a big hall, and we had gotten early. He had taken me to go get some pizza. They had some pretty good pizza in that place there on the second floor. It's pretty good. And me being from New York, I know good pizza. We got there early, so he said let's just walk around here. And then so we got to the point where there was no rail, and I wanted to see what the inside of that chapel looked like. You know, because I was thinking, you know, I mean, I'm there already. You know, let me just look inside and see what it looks like. It was open. There was nobody there. But I just wanted to see what it was. So I had to take his other hand. He said, look, he said, just take my both hands, and then I'll lead you to the other rail. And I took his other hand, and I felt strong. And I said, hold it. I said, let me just try something here. And I let go of his hands, and I started walking on my own. I did the whole hall, and then I went and I put my cell phone on the ground and walked around again. That was the first time that I had walked on my own. I went from wheelchair to to walking around. And then from there, all those videos and all the pictures of me trying to go upstairs and stuff, all that was used in the PowerPoint presentation of Why the Stroke, with me singing the background vocals and narrating it. And that's the one that won the. I don't know if I can get. I don't know if I can get the Google Drive on this. If I can get Google Drive on this particular thing here. Let me see something. Is it possible to get Google Drive? Yeah, let's see. Why not? Google Drive. Oh man, I don't know why this thing is coming out. Man, it came out of freaking. Trying to put it on the internet, and it came out. Came out on some. Something happened there. Call. Oh, it's 6:40. 6:40. I'm gonna snooze it. 6:40. Google Drive. Google Drive. Let me see here. Personal cloud storage. Sign in. Sign in. Okay, so I'm signing in. Let me see if this thing comes out. I asked God, why the stroke? And I felt impressed in my spirit these words.
When the doctor is sad, when
Dear
I'm very mad,
Lord, I
when
need
loneliness is
you.
my friend, when I ask God, when will it end? When
I
nobody comes around,
need you.
when the new normal gets you down.
Dear
And maybe
Lord,
God
I
was telling me,
need
you
you.
don't want to visit those in hospitals and in prisons? Here is a double stroke so you can feel the
Dear
loneliness and
Lord, I
hopelessness
need
firsthand. You
you.
don't want to go to church? Here is a double stroke
I
so
need
you
you.
can't go to
I need
church
you
and
so
will hunger
much
for
more.
it. You don't want to go and do
I
door to door evangelism?
need
Here is a double stroke.
you.
You will wish you could walk and be useful.
In the
You don't
morning
want to use the
when I
gift to study the word
wake
and sing
up,
and do comedy? Well,
I
here's
need
a
you
double stroke.
more and
You
more
can't
and
even
more and
stand
more
up
and
to
more and
sing or do
more.
comedy. Maybe it's just one bad
I
thing that
need
happened.
you in the
The
middle
Bible
of the
says it
day.
rains on the just and the unjust.
When I take
And
my
then maybe
break from
Satan
work,
asks
when I
God
take my
permission to do
break,
this. Maybe my diabetes and high cholesterol was
I
the reason.
need you, Lord, in the
I know
evening
the answer
time.
someday. Maybe when
Keep
I'm
my
here on this earth.
head in the
Anger ate
rush
me up.
hour
I was
time.
mad at the world.
Oh
I
Lord,
wanted to
how I
leave the
need
hospital on
you.
several occasions.
Touch me, Lord,
Denial?
prepare me,
This is a
Lord.
bad dream. But even when I woke up, the nightmare
I see
continued.
so much bad in
Bargaining?
myself.
Yes, I bargained with God.
Won't you help me?
And we came to an agreement. I
Help
will ask
me.
questions to God. And
What happened? Well, something happened there with the Google Drive. I don't know. Google Drive. I guess everything is failing me now today.
I asked God,
Oh,
why the stroke?
I'm not gonna continue.
And I felt
What?
impressed in my spirit.
No, I don't want to impress in your spirit anymore. Okay, leave me alone. But that was a song that won the special category 2 years ago, and uh, they gave me a big trip to go to St. Louis, and they gave me a big medallion. Shit, I got the medallion around here somewhere. You know, I'm the kind of guy that's gonna keep that medallion very close, so I can see it. I can see it a couple of times, you know, and say, "This is who I am. This is who I is." Beautiful medallion, huh? Look at it. It's got all the colors. Maybe I'm the poster boy for the Pride Parade after all. You know what I mean? Because when I fell down, man, I was seeing all kind of colors, seeing purple and not purple, lilac, all the pastel colors, yellow, uh, like a pinkish. No, I didn't see pinkish. So yellow, like a light green. I saw black spots. If I would have seen pink, then I could have definitely been the poster boy for the Pride Parade. They would have. But anyway, man, I gotta go because I gotta prepare myself for a virtual meeting here that I'm gonna have. So I'm gonna continue this thing later. God bless everybody. I'll continue it later. It's early, man. It's only 1:24 on this one. So I could have, and then of course you got some more minutes before this one. Okay, take care. Bye. Love you.